In the vast expanse of natural habitats, wild animals roam free, their lives a testament to the survival instincts honed over millennia. Yet when confined within the unnatural bounds of captivity, these animals often exhibit a profound and relentless desire to regain their freedom. This narrative explores the spectacular escape attempts made by wild animals, showcasing their indomitable will and the primal urge to return to their natural environments. The clash between natural behaviors and the restrictions of captivity creates a dynamic and often dramatic storyline. As we delve into these stories, we witness not only the physical attempts to escape, but also the psychological battle that these creatures endure. The essence of freedom, deeply ingrained in their very beings, pushes them to challenge their confines. In every leap over a fence, every dash into the underbrush, these animals speak to us not just of freedom, but of the inherent wildness that refuses to be tamed. Living in captivity, animals face numerous challenges that starkly contrast with their natural way of life. Enclosures, no matter how well designed, cannot fully replicate the complex and vast ecosystems of the wild. This can lead to physical and psychological stress, manifesting as abnormal behaviors such as pacing, overgrooming, or even self-harm. The confinement limits their natural behaviors such as hunting, roaming, and social interactions, which are crucial for their mental and physical health. Moreover, the presence of humans can be a constant source of stress for many wild animals. The lack of privacy, constant noise, and the inability to retreat can exacerbate stress and lead to a diminished quality of life. These conditions often catalyze the instinctual drive to escape as the animals seek to return to a more natural and less intrusive environment. The drive to escape from captivity is deeply rooted in an animal's instinctual behaviors. These instincts, evolved over thousands of years, are geared towards survival and reproduction within a natural habitat, not within confined spaces. The urge to roam free, to explore vast territories, and to interact with a dynamic environment is fundamental to many species. Territoriality is another key instinct that can trigger escape attempts. In the wild, many animals have specific territories for mating, foraging, and rearing young. The restrictive spaces of captivity prevent them from exercising these natural behaviors, leading to frustration and stress. This can catalyze a deep-seated need to escape to a territory where they can fulfill these instinctual roles. One of the most thrilling escape stories involves a leopard named Arya, who managed to outwit her keepers and overcome numerous physical barriers in a bid for freedom. Her escape began on a cool spring evening when she first tested the strength of her enclosure's boundaries. Using her acute sense of timing, Arya waited for the perfect moment when the guards were changing shifts and made her move. Her agility and strength came to the forefront as she scaled a high wall, using the smallest of footholds that would have been overlooked by any human planner. Her movements were a blend of grace and power, each muscle coiled and then extended with precision and purpose. As she landed silently on the other side, her journey towards freedom had only just begun. The chase that ensued was as dramatic as any high-stakes thriller. Security personnel mobilized, using spotlights and tracking dogs, but Arya, with her natural camouflage and familiarity with the terrain, stayed one step ahead. She moved with a quiet determination, using every bit of cover the night provided, exemplifying the cunning and resilience of a born survivor. Once Arya reached the safety of the nearby forest, her story did not just end but sparked a broader discussion on the ethics of captivity and the spirit of freedom. Her successful escape became a symbol of resistance against the constraints imposed by human environments. It raised questions about the adequacy of enclosures and the ethical considerations of keeping wild animals in captivity. This event led to a re-evaluation of habitat designs and management practices in zoos worldwide. It highlighted the need for environments that not only contain, but also enrich and respect the natural behaviors of animals. The dialogue expanded to include the well-being of the animal as a priority, rather than mere confinement. Furthermore, Arya's story resonated with the public, generating increased support for wildlife conservation projects and sanctuaries that focus on rehabilitation and freedom. The emotional impact of her journey from captivity to freedom touched many, leading to a surge in advocacy for more ethical treatment of wildlife. Arya's daring escape is a poignant reminder of the intrinsic value of freedom and the natural instincts that drive all living beings towards it. It compels us to reflect on our responsibilities and the impact of our choices on the lives of wild animals. From all Power Group, thank you.